Welcome to my beautiful country, Antigua and Barbuda, and the wonderful Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium for the CG Insurance ODI, West Indies versus Sri Lanka.
Cut away through the offside. Will get the boundary. First boundary for Sri Lanka, first boundary for Gunatilaka. He's off and running.
Went hard at it, flew off the outside edge and just ballooned over that second slip position.
Drilled to the offside. Not the length that Karen Pollard would have hoped for, but excellently driven and placed by Gunatilaka.
Cracking shot. He swiveled on it. He's been there for a while. He's assessed the conditions. Again, too short from Alzari Joseph. Short again. That's too easy for Karunaratne. Tempo building. And again. Just swivels on this one, gets enough bat. And he hits with the wind as well, so it races into the boundary line.
To the offside this time. Shows his versatility, Gunatilaka. First on the one side, now through the offside. Smashing boundaries.
And it's another four, so really good awareness from Gunatilaka.
3 consecutive fours in this over so far. Runs hemorrhaging here.
Oh, he's put that down. He should have taken that really. He didn't quite grasp the pace that was coming back at him. Very pleasant shot. He missed that one as well. That came back a bit quicker than previously. Another boundary. 74 without loss.
Reverse sweep. Might go all the way to the boundary. Does go all the way to the boundary. So Karunaratne showing some innovation here. Finally he gets there. Gunatilaka gets his 9th ODI half century. Gunatilaka, along with his 2 centuries, also his 2nd international century, half century on this tour. It's gone. Brilliant from Karen Pollard. Adds to his tally of 53 one-day international wickets. And this time, the cotton ball is taken. Captain doing the trick himself.
Might be a chance for a run out. There was a bit of fumble. Karen Pollard looks quite upset. There was an appeal from Karen Pollard. So umpire Wilson goes upstairs and he's signaled out. That's a soft decision.
Yes, kick the ball away, obstructing the field. Yes, I'm satisfied with that. Stick with your original decision of out.
Well, well, well. Gunatilaka walks away in dismay. Searching for timing more than anything else. Angelo Matthews. 3. That's closer than we think. The umpire goes upstairs. Joel Wilson, is this wicket number 3?
Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Rolling. Okay, I'm satisfied. I've made my decision. Joel, signal out. out.
Wicket number 3. What a soft way to be dismissed. Punch away will go for 4. Wasn't controlled, but he will take it. There should be another wicket, yes. Miscommunication. And another run out. Self-inflicted here. Sri Lanka, they lose their fort.
Bravo fielded the ball and he could have taken the bails off, but he handed the ball to Akil Hussain.
In the air, gone. Hayden Walsh Jr. takes a simple catch, relatively simple. Fabian Allen, well, he strikes. And that's another wicket for Sri Lanka. The very experienced Dinesh Chandimal goes softly and cheaply.
That man Hayden Walsh Jr., you just can't keep him out of the action.
Timing there was sublime because he just paddled it around Bandara. He didn't muscle it.
Yes, that one fine. Another boundary for the Sri Lankans.
Catch it!
Very simple catch to one of the best fielders in the region and perhaps in the game.
Catch it, Jace.
Another wicket. This wouldn't help. Jace Mohammed gets his second. Indu Hasaranga has to go. This is quite disappointing.
Struck it firmly, but straight to Jason Hole that mid-off.
Get wrong.
Gets it in the gap. We've seen that shot be used to good effect by Bandara. This time he gets a 4.
Oh!
Swept away. It will be 4. It's been a productive shot for the Sri Lankans. Chimera this time picks up a boundary.
Caught down the leg side. What a way to be dismissed. Shortish delivery. And fed it to the keeper. Shea Hope.
That's a soft dismissal. It was high, would have been called a wide. And he went after it, Bandara. So after playing very well, he goes in a very, very soft manner. Hits this one in the gap. And he will get a boundary. So a welcome boundary, you would say, for the Sri Lankan. Sandakan turns it on. He should get this wicket. He should get this one. Fielder settles, and it's Romario Shepherd that completes the catch. So this will do his confidence a whole lot of good. Alzari Joseph finishes things off for the West Indies. And the Sri Lankans, they close on 232. This field will run away for 4. Nicely timed by Shea Hope, and this is a wonderful start to his innings and to the series. Elegantly played. Shea Hope, wow, easy on the eyes. Such a classy player. Ends the over with a boundary. 18 without loss. Firmly struck. Didn't go all the way through with the stroke. It was just a check push down the ground.
Through the offside, drilled by Evan Lewis, given some length that he usually loves, and quickly onto that one. Another boundary for him.
I mean, the West Indies weren't spotless in the field. They had a few bloopers, and for the second time for Sri Lanka in this brief period of the innings, we've seen a couple of errors. It's wonderful timing. It's not as fast across that side of the ground, I think, as in the western side, but enough pace to get it for 4.
Again, elegance from Shea Hope. He just leaned into that one, found the gap again, and good enough timing.
Glorious from the right-hander. Gets his 18th half-century in one-day cricket and continues his rich vein of form against this opposition.
Goes for the big one, Evan Lewis. You just felt that this was on the cards. And it's a massive hit. Top of the stand here at the Sir Viv Richards Stadium. First 6 of the match. Edge away, will challenge the boundary. Chase one for Sandakan. Brings up his landmark, his half-century, Evan Lewis. His 9th one-day international half-century to go along with his 3 centuries. This time he gets a short one and another 6 for Evan Lewis, the second in the over. Ends the 24th over on a high, 119 without loss. Brilliant. Brilliant timing from Evan Lewis. Finds the gap, gets the boundary, ends the over. 134 without loss after 26.
And talk about speed. That is a thunderbolt from Dushmanta Chamira. No fault of Lewis. Brace front leg, scattered stumps.
Big shot from Darren Bravo. He gets the connection this time. The massive blow here at the Sir Viv Richards Stadium. His first 6 of the match. Well driven down the ground from Darren Bravo. Elegant shot. He gets to the boundary. Whipped away through the one side in the gap from Shea Hope. Good bit of timing and placement. And another boundary for him. Over the top from Darren Bravo. Has enough on it. Another boundary for him. His 2nd of the match to go along with the 6. Goes for the big shot and gets it. Over long on. And moves to 99. Shea Hope, his first 6 of the innings. And there it is, the moment for Shea Hope. His 10th one-day international century. Only the 8th West Indian to get to that milestone. And it's been a brilliant effort from him. Well driven and goes away to the boundary. Another bit of misfielding there from the Sri Lankans, but good timing. Clean him up. That man again, Shamira. End of a brilliant knock from the West Indian opening batsman. Acknowledged by his opponents for his brilliance. Was another excellent delivery.
Bandara. Away for 4. 9 to get. That is game, set and match. 2 of the West Indies off the bat of Jason Mohammed. Very professional performance in many ways. Great intensity. And of course, high quality from Shea Hope, Evan Lewis, and the bowling and fielding group.
Certainly was a brilliant performance. Really planned the innings. They planned how they're going to get this 232 and executed well. Clinical, I will say.
West Indies win by 8 wickets here at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium to go 1 up in this 3-match series.
Welcome to my beautiful country, Antigua and Barbuda, and the wonderful Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium for the CG Insurance ODI, West Indies versus Sri Lanka.
Pulled away. Too short from Jason Holder. Sat up nicely. This is a man in form, Gunatilaka. Chopped on. So an early wicket for the West Indies. Slightly soft dismissal, you would say. And the captain has to go. Dimut Karunaratne. Picked up and goes all the way for 6. A little bit wayward, a little bit too straight from Jason Holder. Chopped on. Second wicket now to Alzari Joseph. His consistency in lengths and lines paying dividends.
Certainly look a different bowler today than he did in the first ODI. Really on target.
Very good hit with the wind. The ability of Gunatilaka to pick length early is brilliant. Akil Hussain gets a wicket. The safe hands of Jason Holder. And Fernando's entrance to the team is short.
Welcomed with a boundary from Gunatilaka. Just seemed to have picked that length early enough, and he's favouring that portion of the field here. Goes over the offside this time. Gets enough on it. Challenges the boundary, gets there. So another boundary for Gunatilaka. Inside edge, goes down towards the fine leg boundary. Misses it. Gets his 50 in the end. Gunatilaka, his 10th half-century in one-day international cricket and consecutive half-centuries on this tour so far. Goes for the big shot, Gunatilaka, and gets it. And this time he goes against the wind, but had enough on it to clear the boundary. Excellently driven down the ground by Chandimal. Authoritative and in control, and that will bring him some confidence. Well driven by Gunatilaka. And shows his class. Didn't try to overhit that one, just leaned to the front foot and placed it quite well. Another boundary for him. Pulled away. Dinesh Chandimal this time. He gets it all the way over the boundary. A bit short from Fabian Allen and got the treatment it deserved. Clean him up. Jason Mohammed again makes the breakthrough. And the main wicket, the prize wicket of Gunatilaka on 96. They know how important that wicket is for the West Indies.
And there it is, his 23rd ODI half-century. Dinesh Chandimal playing the situation. And a solid innings from the right-hander. Use of the feet. Doesn't get to the pitch, but still goes for the shot. Romario Shepherd takes a relatively simple catch. Yep, frustration for Bandara. Just went through with the shot. Mohammed just offering a little more room here for Chandimal, and he makes use of it. Just evades the fielder. Goes for 6. Dinesh Chandimal. Moves to another gear in his batting.
Catch it.
Should be taken, yeah. An innocuous delivery, but he picked the fielder out, Dinesh Chandimal.
Exceptional bowling from Mohammed. He really has lifted his game. It's one of the reasons Roger Harper, the chairman, said he got a place in the team ahead of someone like a Ruston Chase because of his off spin.
Smashed down the ground from Tessera Pereira. And given length and given the treatment. Goes for the big shot. Hasaranga gets enough on it. And a much needed boundary. Much needed 6 for Sri Lanka. Too short from Alzari Joseph. In the air. Pollard settles. Doesn't get there. Despite his best efforts. Another 6 for Wanindu Hasaranga. This time out the bowling of Jason Holder. Up in the air. Pollard chases after it. Doesn't get there. Another boundary for Wanindu Hasaranga. Didn't happen. Good shot from Hasaranga. Moved quite early. Anticipated the length. And there was no accommodation from Romario Shepherd. Brings up the 50 partnership. Excellent from these two in only 40 deliveries. Goes for the big one and gets the elevation that he was looking for. Hasaranga, another 6 for him. 4 sixes in the innings so far from Wanindu Hasaranga. Pulled away. Taken, Alzari Joseph. Brilliant fielding. Hitting against the wind. Good bowling, good planning, good execution, good result.
Good flow. Very low and straight. Look at that. Well done by Shea Hope as well.
Well, it's up in the air. Akil Hussain drops it. Should have taken that catch, Akil Hussain. But it ends their innings, Sri Lanka. And a flurry of boundaries towards the back end of their innings gets them to 273. There he goes, Evan Lewis. Elegantly placed and timed. And the first boundary for Lewis and the West Indies. Over the top from Shea Hope. Uncharacteristic, but gets the result he was looking for. No need to run for that one. Brings the over to an end. 3 gone, 15 without loss.
The mighty blow. Because Lewis sits on his left leg in terms of equation of balance quite a lot. Often the pull shot is right in his arc. That has to be one of the more disdainful shots that you will see at any point today. 54 without loss, 50 up for West Indies. All the way for 6, riding on the wind.
That's it. His 10th ODI half-century. Evan Lewis showing consistency with the bat, backing up his half-century of 65 in the first ODI. Here he is again, doing the business for the West Indies.
Four sixes for Evan Lewis today, and talk about the power hitting. Every so often, when it's needed, he branches into it. A 5th successive score of 50 or more in one-day internationals for Shea Hope, dating back to the 3 ODIs against Sri Lanka in 2020.
Another good strike by Shea Hope. This time back over the bowler's head. One bounce into the fence, 4 runs.
That is tremendous. Tisara Pereira has just been swept by Evan Lewis. An innings of authority and great responsibility by this left-handed West Indies opening batsman. A 4th ODI 100 for Evan Lewis. Yeah, he was going to try to put pressure on the bowlers, and finally Sandakan gets his man. It's been a wonderful innings by Evan Lewis.
Will be disappointed with the manner of the dismissal, but pleased with his score, Evan Lewis.
Should be out. Bobbled. Nuwan Pradeep takes the catch. I think that's part of the pressure of the run rate just creeping over 7 per over required now as well, with mid-off in the circle. With the wind and gone, we have liftoff. Got him. That's why that man was down there. So success for Tisara Pereira and Sri Lanka.
There he goes. Kyron Pollard at his best. You cannot afford to do that. Right in the slot, and he's gonna go. That's 10 from 2 deliveries.
Loud appeal and given. Umpire Nigel Duguid raises the dreaded finger. Will Pollard review? He goes for it.
Ball tracking is coming up. That's pitching in line, impacts in line, and the wickets hitting. I'm going to go back to Nigel on the field. Nigel, stay with your original out decision.
Captain Kyron Pollard has to go. Gets it through. Desperate dive from short fine leg. Picked up sweetly. That's the power of Fabian Allen. He's a special player. Gets a 6 for the West Indies. There's a fielder, he takes the catch. So a wicket again for the Sri Lankans. And the West Indies, well, they go into some trouble now. Goes through the offside. Gets it right. Nicholas Pooran gets a boundary. Goes downtown. Nicholas Pooran, ideal man for the situation. And he's proving it. Oh, that's powerful. That beats the sweeper on the offside. That's a magnificent shot by Nicholas Pooran. And he should get it. West Indies, they inch closer. Gets it away. That's a win for the West Indies. Nicholas Pooran finishes things off. It's the highest successful run chase for the West Indies in ODIs against Sri Lanka.
Victory for West Indies by 5 wickets. 2 deliveries left. Congratulations all around.
The run chase, Evan Lewis and Shea Hope put on 192. Yet again, doing very well at the top of the innings. Lewis getting to his 4th ODI century. Jason Holder just had to contribute 2 in that partnership of 25. winning partnership to close the game out for the West Indies.
Not a lot to talk about in terms of the bowling. Pasaranga, the premier spinner, wicketless again for the second time, and that is cause for concern.
Indeed, they struggle to get wickets at regular intervals. West Indies, they've been able to put a stop on the potency of the spin from the Sri Lankans, and they've complemented that with their batting as well. West Indies going on to win by 5 wickets and taking the series.
Welcome to my beautiful country, Antigua and Barbuda, and the wonderful Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium for the CG Insurance ODI, West Indies versus Sri Lanka.
This boundary. Runs again for Gunatilaka, 6 without loss. Pumped down the ground. It was struck on the up. Already Gunatilaka making his assessment, knowing it's a good surface for batting. Again, he goes down the ground. That's a really good shot. High risk though, but he does well in terms of making contact and getting a good result. Nice pickup shot there from Gunatilaka. Imoto is on yet again at the start of this innings, already 25 from 21.
Bounce in this surface and pace in this surface, and that has flown all the way for 6. Should be gone this time. That's a big one. Joseph strikes.
Good wicket for the West Indies. Zara Joseph breaking the partnership, and Fabian Allen making no mistake. First wicket down.
Cleaned him up, Jason Mohammed. His economy has been excellent, and now he strikes.
Jason Mohammed is carrying this team with the ball. His 6th wicket in this series so far. Edged and gone. Dropped him. Jason Holder. Straight to him. Nicely played by Chandimal. Just helped it on its way. Will challenge the boundary, and it gets there eventually. So nice boundary here, for Chandimal and Sri Lanka.
A shot that tells you a little bit about Nisanka's ability.
Beautiful timing, straight down the ground.
That shot was perhaps created by the one before, where he used his feet, forcing Hussain to drag his length back. Akil Hussain strikes back. After 2 boundaries, the southpaw's got his man.
The perfect answer from Akil Hussain.
That's the end of that. A 2nd wicket for Akil Hussain. Bowled beautifully in Bangladesh, and he'll be enjoying this.
For sure, celebration in style. Akil Hussain had a very good tour of Bangladesh, and he's continued that good work here.
This time he stands on his back foot and gets the elevation. 1 bounce into the boundary rope. Clean him up again. Akil Hussain. Another one goes through and shatters the stump. 3rd wicket for Hussain. Some miscommunication. Direct hit. Direct hit is usually worrisome for the batsman. Umpire calls for the review.
Ball is coming in, stumps broken short of the crease. Satisfied with that, it's out. I repeat, out.
Excellent work from Nicholas Puran.
Finds the gap, too short from Philip. Karam Pollard will not want him to focus on that area at this stage of the innings. Was searching for the Yorker. Ended up being a half volley. Goes long and gets it right. That's a welcome 6 for the Sri Lankans.
He goes straight, Hasaranga, and goes all the way for 6. Caught by Hayden Walsh Jr. quite easily, but a welcome boundary for Sri Lanka. Goes for a big shot, Bandara, and gets it all the way. Another 6 for Sri Lanka, their 4th 6 of the innings. And that's it, his maiden one-day international half-century for Wanindu Hasaranga. Even in discomfort, continues to soldier on for his team, applauded by his teammates. This time, he gets it past Jason Mohammed at that short fine leg position and gets the boundary to end the over. 48 gone, 241 for 6. Swivels on it and gets it in the gap. Ashan Bandara just helped it on its way. And a flurry of boundaries now. Goes straight, Bandara. And gets the boundary. Gets a 50 as well. His second one-day international 50, only his 3rd match. Ashan Bandara. Well, he does try, and he does succeed. And gets a boundary.
Well, you could almost predict it because that's the easier way for him to try and pick a boundary.
Goes to the offside, thick outside edge, peels away, and goes into the boundary. So 3 consecutive boundaries now for Wanindu Hasaranga. And on the charge here, Sri Lanka with 2 deliveries left. Short, walloped, 6. 3 4s and a 6 for Wanindu Hasaranga, and gets them to 273. The exact score they got in the second one-day international. Two is the call. Good delivery from Jason Holder. Just 1. It will be Sri Lanka end their 50 overs on 274 for 6. Thanks in the main to that man on screen, Wanindu Hasaranga. Unbeaten on 80. Absolutely brilliant.
What a shot from Evan Lewis. This guy makes batting look so easy. Now this is quality. Quality of the highest order, Shea Hope. Firmly pushed down the ground. Watchful from Evan Lewis. Clean him up. Open him up. That's the advantage of bowling a fuller length. Because once it finishes on the stumps and the batsman doesn't respond, this is the result.
Classic. That was classically played. Shea Hope at his best.
Right up there. And though the feet don't come, they didn't need to. Middle of the bat. The googly does for Jason Mohammed. It's been a while in coming in this ODI series for Hasaranga. He's got his first of the ODIs. He plays these shots very well. No problem with his 6 hitting.
That's a big hit by Shea Hope. Finally, the shackles are broken.
Tremendous stroke. I love this stroke because oftentimes with Bravo, he will power the ball more straight down the ground and the leg side. This just hit with the line outside off. And because that pressure was building, that was well struck by Bravo. He's paid the biggest penalty. It's gone for 6, the free hit. Another well-compiled 50 by the run machine, Shea Hope. 19 of his career and his 6 50-plus score in a row. Pressure on Fernando straight away. A shot of some force and intent from Shea Hope.
This time he could celebrate. Wouldn't see him celebrate because he celebrated 1 run earlier, Bravo, but it will do his confidence a whole lot of good. Should be taken, should be taken. Good running catch. So the change in bowler working for the Sri Lankans. Shea Hope using his feet, finding Suranga Lakmal. Partnership broken.
There's no doubt about that. You can argue with the wind and all of those things. Good strike. Close, close, yes, gone. It's tucked away nicely and tucked away for 4. Pollard advancing down the pitch at Lakmal.
Welcome boundary for the West Indies.
Could be 4 more. Again, Pollard advancing to Lakmal. A little bit of in-drift on the wind here with the old ball. Four more runs, 3 in a row for Pollard, if a little bit of fortune has smiled on him there.
Yes, he's advanced again to nullify that swing.
Nice strike. All the way for 6 and into a slight wind on that side of the ground. It's a second shot Bravo's played for 6 in that general area. That was good to see. Run starting to hemorrhage now. 200 comes up for the West Indies. And surely it must be Hasaranga time for Sri Lanka.
Way down the leg side, beating the keeper into the boundary fence it goes. 4 runs to Darren Bravo.
Darren Bravo on 97. Sweeps it fine, and gets to the boundary, and that's the moment for Darren Bravo. His 4th one-day international century, and his first since June 2016. And certainly a special moment for the Trinidad and Tobago and West Indies batsman. Gone. Good catch. Suranga Lakmal takes the wicket. Important wicket of Darren Bravo. Falls soon after getting to his 100. Not what they would have wanted, the West Indies. Full toss, drilled down the ground by Karen Pollard. And once he hits them, they stay hit.
And that brings up the 50 for Captain Karen Pollard.
Edged, gone down to the boundary. Fortuitous boundary for Jason Holder. And that's it. Massive blow from Jason Holder to end the game and the series. 3-0 to the West Indies. They win by 5 wickets here at the Sir Viv Richards Stadium in North Sound. Congratulations all around from the West Indies.